welcome back to my channel. I thought today we would go over some really simple ways for you to start saving money and therefore reduce the stress in your life. Money is a really important part of lifestyle. It creates a lot of stress, and in turn that stress can really affect your body. I've put together a little printable for you which basically goes over the list that I'm going to be talking in more detail about. You can get that printable at my blog. I'll pop the link in the description box below. That's basically a list that you can refer to if you forget or you can't be bothered going through the entire list. Today we'll be going through 15 really simple hacks for you to save money starting today. Number one is to make your coffee at home. Making your coffee at home will save you so much money. Coffee can cost you from anywhere between $3.50 to $5.50. Get yourself a really nice travel mug that you can take with you in the car on the way to work and make your own coffee. It will save you so much money. My second tip is to make your lunch at home. I could spend my entire paycheck on lunch out. Whether that be making meal prep on a Sunday or a Monday, whatever day you like to meal prep, or simply making extra the night before for dinner, it will save you hundreds of dollars, and I'm not even exaggerating. Tip number three is to look for reduced items at the supermarket. There's generally a section where you can find reduced items and they'll have a little sticker on it. Reduced items can literally just have a bit of a bump on the side, or they're expiring in maybe 1 to 2 days. Buy those items. You can always freeze them. Generally I'll be making a salad and I'll opt for the reduced mix. I'm going to use it tonight, so there's nothing wrong with it. It's not out of date, nothing like that. Tip number four, stop buying bottled water. Get yourself a really good quality water bottle. I go for glass ones, so you can go for something like a Voss water bottle and just fill it up. Water is free, so why are you paying for it? It makes no sense and will save you so much money. Tip number five. Now this tip is often one that's given for people starting out with their health journey, and it's to not shop when you're hungry. While it's a good health tip, it will also save you money. I know when I go shopping and I'm hungry, I will buy so much more stuff that I do not need. So when you go to the shops, don't go hungry and make sure you take a list with you so you only get the items that you need. Tip number six, along the same lines with the shopping, you can buy frozen fruit and vegetables. There is no real difference between fresh and frozen. It's just personal preference. If you can't afford to buy fresh vegetables and fresh fruit, then go for frozen. There's honestly nothing wrong with that. I prefer fresh, but I can't always afford fresh. So go for frozen. Berries, for instance, can be so expensive, but go to the frozen aisle and they're super cheap and affordable. Tip number seven is to freeze produce that's about to go off. If you've got super ripe bananas or super ripe strawberries, anything that you can freeze, chop it up so that it's ready to go and pop it in a freezer bag in the freezer. That way it will last longer. You can use it for things like smoothies or soups if you've got pumpkin, for instance, and it will last longer for you. That way you're not wasting all the produce that you've just gone and spent money on. Tip number eight, try and buy secondhand things. I know a lot of people like to have that new feeling, but if you can buy secondhand, it will save you a lot of money and it's just as good quality. Think clothes, university books, cars. I even sometimes buy makeup. A lot of people buy makeup, then they don't use it. So jump on something like eBay or Carousel and you can find really cheap stuff. Tip number 9 is to buy your groceries online. Buying your groceries online allows you to put a lot more thought into what you're buying. It also means that you know how much you're spending before you get to the checkout. Online, you can get to the checkout and you can go, oh, I don't really need that. I'm spending too much money. When you're at the supermarket, you're less likely to put things back on the shelf once you get to the checkout, either out of embarrassment that you can't afford it or simply you just can't be bothered taking it back. Tip number 10 is to become a DIY expert. Make your own gifts, make your own decor for around your bedroom, even make your own pamper stuff. So face mask, bath bomb, hair mask. I will be putting a lot of tutorials together for you. Keep an eye out for those ones. Tip number 11 Have date nights in. I know it's fun to go out, but you can also have fun date nights in. Take turns in cooking dinner, set the table, get a candle, be really romantic, but have it at home. It's a lot more affordable, and if you think about it, you don't have to drive anywhere. And deal with the dishes the next day. This one is mainly for girls, not discriminating. I'm sure boys have colored hair, but go for your natural color or a balayage. If you're blonde, for instance, you're going back to the hair salon every 4 to 6 weeks to get it redone. Something like balayage, where your natural regrowth comes through and the ends are different color, it allows your hair to grow longer without you having to go back to the salon. Obviously, if you have your natural hair color, you don't have to go to the salon at all. Tip number 13 is to set exact monetary goals. What this essentially means is set a number that you want to get to in a specific amount of time. Once you hit that goal, you set another one on top of that one. So that way, every time you reach that goal, you feel like you're getting somewhere, instead of the main goal being 20,000 and feeling like it's taking forever. Now, tip number 14 goes along with that goal setting, and it's to transfer a percentage of your paycheck every time it goes into your account. So what this means is, as soon as the money comes into your account, you transfer it out straight away. That way you don't get attached to the money, and you don't think about all the things that you could buy, and you also don't feel like you have hundreds of dollars to spend, because you don't. You're trying to save money. So have a separate savings account, and then have your daily expenses. The daily expenses is the money that you can spend. The savings is what you're transferring money into straight away. My final tip number 15, is maybe not a fun one for some people, but it's to limit your alcohol. In my opinion, as much as it might be fun, alcohol is the biggest waste of money. The only real thing you have to show for it is a hangover the next day, and honestly, that's not fun at all. If you are going to drink, keep it to 1 or 2. You don't have to drink large amounts for you to have a good time. And your future self will thank you for it when you look in the bank account the next day and you still have money. Yay! I'll put the link for the list in the description box below so you can grab that one and refer to it whenever you need. I really hope these tips help you out with your savings goal. If there's anything you want me to do, just leave me a comment down below. Hit the thumbs up button and please subscribe, because I put out new videos every Monday and Thursday. Have an awesome week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!